Welcome back to the On the Money YouTube channel powered by Allied Wealth. Are you feeling behind the 8 ball on your retirement savings and feel like you just haven't saved enough? Well, folks, in today's video, I'm going to talk about some ways to utilize catch-up contributions to get yourself on the right track. I'm Ryan Willis, host of the On the Money YouTube channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you like the content we're putting out, please give us a like down below. Also hit the subscribe button and we'll keep updating you. We put out more awesome video content just like what we're doing today. And so, yeah, folks, many Americans are in their 50s and they're feeling behind on retirement savings. And there are a lot of reasons this could happen. What I see a lot of times is, we worked hard, we put the kids through college, we paid all the college-related expenses. Now the kids are gone and we're empty nesters. And now it's really time to start focusing on ourselves and supercharge our retirement savings. And if that's you, you're not alone, folks, and it's okay. There's absolutely some ways to get your retirement back on track or get retirement on track if you're not even on track for retirement and get things going in the right direction. So what I want you to do is consider a couple of things. There's these things called catch-up contributions in your 401k. So if that's you, all right, I want you to take advantage of those. So you can put in 2023, $22,500 a year in the 401k. Then because you're over 50, you can put an additional $7,500 a year for a total of $30,000 a year in your 401k. All right. Now, you also get a company match on top of that. All right. So let's look at some numbers on that. Let's assume this couple is age 50. And again, they put the kids through college like I was talking about when we opened the video. And before they started putting the kids in college, they, in doing these things, they had saved up $150,000 between the two of them in the 401k. So they've got a base of $150,000. Now, they're going to add $35,000 a year. All right, $22,500 a year is the contribution they can put in. An additional $7,500 a year for the catch-up contribution for over 50, totaling $30,000. But they also get an employer match of $5,000. So the total contribution to their 401k is $35,000. And let's assume the 401k grows at a modest 5% rate of growth, all right? Well, let's run them out all the way to age 67, all right? And guess what? By the time they're age 67, that 401k balance has reached $1.248 billion, almost $1.25 billion. Folks, that's a significant amount of savings in a 17-year period of time and can really, really be a way to supercharge your savings, all right? Now, there's additional things they can do. They can also fund an HSA. So for self-coverage, you can put in $3,850 a year if you're single, but if you're married, you can put in $7,750 a year for family coverage. All right. Now, once you get to age 55, you can contribute an additional $1,000 a year as a catch-up contribution. So you can contribute $8,750 a year for the catch-up contribution, which is pretty cool. So what I did is I said, okay, let's put in $7,750 for the first 5 years from age 50 to 55. Let's hit 55 and start putting in $8,750 a year into our HSA. Well, guess what, folks? That value, those contribution values going in at age 67, assuming the same 5% growth rate, gets their HSA account balance to $2.16 million. So now these folks are in a situation where they've got nearly $1.5 million to retire. So that's pretty awesome. And these folks felt like they were behind the 8 ball, all right? So consider working longer and taking advantage of these catch-up contributions if you're behind the 8 ball. And folks, if you're worried about working longer, think about this. Your generation is going to live longer than any generation in history. So one of the things you can do is to protect your health along that way from age 50 up to 67. So you're healthy, you can live a long life after age 67, and really take advantage of these catch-up contributions to get yourself on the right track. Now, the other thing you want to do is you want to make the most out of Social Security benefits in this case. So if this husband and wife team had this IRA account balance, an HSA account balance of nearly $1.5 million, and they had Social Security on top of that, they're going to have a pretty solid amount of income, and they will be caught up and enjoy the lifestyle in retirement that they deserved and also want to live. All right. Another thing to consider is debt. I don't want this couple going into retirement with a lot of debt, so I'd like them to work to pay off debt. And in some cases, I may say, hey, let's get the debt paid down first before we supercharge the 401k savings. And the reason why that is, folks, is debt can really erode your ability to have cash flow each month. Because if you've got 4 or 5 credit cards you're out there making those payments on each month, that's cash flow you don't have to use and spend for yourself. Now, the other problem with debt, or credit card debt primarily, is the interest rates can go up. And interest rates can get very, very high like they are now. And you may not be in a situation where you can invest those dollars and get a higher rate of return. So a lot of times it makes sense to just pay the debt off. And once the debt's paid off, then we focus on catching up contributions and supercharging our retirement savings. Another thing you can consider if you're behind the eight ball is do freelancing or consulting based on your field. I've got plenty of folks I work with in the oil and gas business, and they do consulting. One of my favorite clients has been consulting for 10 years. In fact, he loves it, and he thinks to this day he may never actually fully retire. He's going to stay semi-retired because he loves the income he gets from consulting. He also loves consulting because it keeps his mind sharp and keeps giving him something to do in his golden years. So folks, if you're behind the eight ball, these are some great ways to catch up on your retirement savings and contributions. Utilize those extra contributions for over age 50 and over 55 for HSAs to really get you where you need to go, and make sure you max out those Social Security benefits as well. Hope you got some great value from today's short video. I'm Brian Willis, host of the On the Money YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.